Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fair to middling. Oh, I was talking about out there. How are you, Mike? Now that you say something.
I am doing great. I hope you had a good day, good week, and I hope everybody out there had a good week. It's great to be back. I'm kind of a little excited about some of the stuff we're going to talk about, and then it's kind of sad on some of the other stuff.
Well, you can never be sad when it comes to the medals, I hope. So guys, at the top of the chat, there's a pinned comment. Please begin all questions with 3 question marks so we take more notice to your questions. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my computer. All this time, I thought I was hardwired in, believe it or not, Mike, but I wasn't. So I went on Seeker's.
Oh, I believe it.
So I was on Seeker's channel Saturday night. I'm like, man, this is messed up. So then I started looking around, and then I looked at my computer, and it said Ethernet, and it wasn't connected. So basically, how many years have we been doing this? I've never been hardwired in at home. So yeah, go figure that. Let's say hi to some folks that are here. We got Against an Army of Shadows. Ringo is here. Hello, hello. John Jacobs. There's old Coin Crew in there.
Robert Rees.
Against an Army. Dan Ings here. Yote Fan. Hello, Yote Fan. How are you? Kevin Hawthorne. Frank Mons. Robert Rees. Taran Belmer. John Shank. Wow, there's a lot of you guys here tonight. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Tommy the Stacker. Well, it's actually just Tommy Stacker, but it sounds cool to say the Stacker. Hey, maybe you ought to add the in the middle of your name. That'd be cool.
No, he's trying to change people's Stacker. Names now.
Yeah, I'm trying to rename everybody. Yeah, you know how it is. So, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We're going to be here about an hour. We're going to have what helps fuel the chat, the show, is you guys asking questions. We do have a few topics that we usually want to talk about. We say, yeah, let's talk about this tonight. Let's talk about that. As you know, we kind of improv this entire show. None of it's scripted. So you get real live answers to your questions. We don't have a big, long sheet that says, oh, well, this is the answer to your question. We just improvise it all from knowledge that we've learned over the decades of running coin shops and, buying and selling and trading. So, Mike, did you go to a show this past weekend?
I did not.
No.
I will be at one this coming up weekend. So I'm going to the next to Kansas, guys, if anybody is going to be around. And then the week after that, I'll be in Texas at a show.
And then the week after that, you'll be in St. Charles.
St. Louis.
And I'm going to see you down there.
Right.
I don't know if I'll have any money to spend, but I'm at least going to come say hi.
No, that's all right.
And then a couple weeks after that, you're hosting a show where?
I am hosting a show in got dogs. I forgot where I'm hosting it now. Ain't this something? I will be hosting it in Carthage, Missouri. Yes, Carthage, Missouri, guys. I'm sorry. I had a blonde guys, and I ain't got blonde hair.
If you guys have any coins that you want us to look at, just shoot us a pic in the email. I will be checking the email periodically. Man, I am always tongue-tied. So, yeah, feel free. And here's a good question. This is coming out, I got my alarm set because I want one. I think it's October 15th at noon Eastern time. Is the flowing hair metal coin, it's a metal, not a coin, going to be a good investment? I'll let you take this one, and then I can give my opinion after.
Honestly, they're not making a high minute. That's true. I don't care for the look of the coin. It could be a good investment, but I'll put my money elsewhere.
I'm going to buy one myself just to have it. But as far as an investment, it's a metal. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time, the U.S. Mint metals, they're not worth $100. I think they're charging like $105 for this flowing hair metal. Not sure if I'm going to buy a gold one, but I'm definitely going to buy a silver one.
Well, the gold one's already been out, and it
No, it
proved
comes out in November.
no.
Yeah,
Are
the
you
one.
sure? Let
Yep,
me
I'm
look here.
positive. Yeah, I
I'm
checked.
gonna have to look. I thought
Yeah,
they
I believe
released
it's
that already.
November. But I have got my alarm set 10 minutes to and 5 minutes to. I have two alarms set for release because I really want one. And if I can end up getting a second one somehow, we'll may sell one on our auction. But I'm definitely going to try to get one. Look at this mud swat. Wow, you can't get mad at this. Where's this at? I just seen it. My favorite coin talk show. Man, I don't want to say you've been under a rock, but dude, if you think we're the best out there, I don't know, man. We're fun. So I guess we could be your favorite in that sense. Half the time we just guys don't know what we're really talking about. We just talk about our life, our experience. Okay, Mark the Quahog. If you get that 230 privy and the sign, whatever it is, it might be worth some money someday, which is true. Is it already? No, 230. No, it's not 230 because 225 was 217. That'd be 232. I don't know how they could call it the 230th anniversary unless they're talking of the dollar because the mint was 1792. So 230 is 2022. So yeah. But yeah, if you can get it signed by the mint director, yeah, that would be maybe worth something. The privy or the rare certificate ones will be worth a bit more. I think they were just talking about the average one, Frank. I don't know if they were talking about. Hey, Jetmec, what's up, guy? How you doing? I don't think they were talking about signed ones or privy ones or anything. Privy. Hey, what's up, Kevin Rose? Kevin Rose. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, it's two to be determined. I
He's like,
actually got
I'm not
I
under a rock. I'm just a little reserved. Yeah, I was saying if he likes us, he's got to be under a
I
rock.
actually got to see the coin itself that they're supposed to be doing. Uh, as you guys know, I work with the U.S. Mint a little bit here and there, and I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, I wasn't meaning nothing by saying you must have been under a rock, Mudslot. I was just in my own strange way trying to be modest. You know, I don't like to get a big head. So I just couldn't think of something
But
big.
anyway, guys,
Yeah, Doc.
we did buy around 400 of the silver dollar ones.
Oh yeah, I seen that. You bought a lot of those. Those have a dollar value. So usually the dollar value, the monetary coins, they're worth something. The metals, sometimes they are, sometimes they're
We
not.
got a lot of 70s, guys. So if you need one, Peace Dollar or Morgan, feel free to
But
call.
talking about metals now and talking about coins, let's go back to the half ounce spouse coins, Mike. Those were in the early 2000s when the presidents started coming out. And then they made a spouse. And for everyone they didn't make a spouse, they made what they called a Lady Liberty,
Lady Liberty
the
coin,
image
yes.
of one of the coins if they weren't married when they were in office.
They did the
Now, those are
flowing air.
coins.
They did the seated dollar, yes.
Yeah, and those are coins. And those sometimes are worth more than the gold. But if you go back and you just
That
truck all
that
the way
that
back,
was kind of a failure.
it was a failure, but some of them are worth something. But if you go all the way back into, just a few decades back into the 80s, they had gold medallions that they released. Remember those 1 ouncers?
Oh yeah.
They're just worth the gold. So
Yeah.
over time,
Mark
metals,
Twain. I
they
always
tend to,
seem to I wind up
yeah,
with the 84 Mark Twains a lot.
yeah, and they're just worth the price of the gold. John Shake says, first time in a couple of months I've been on. Well, thanks for watching, John. Hey guys, if you don't get a chance to watch the show today while we're live, and I'm saying this for future, go ahead and save it, watch it later. We have a lot of people. We usually get 50 to 70% of our views for this program is after we're live, when we're no longer live. So that's kind of cool that you guys are taking
I
the
don't know
time.
about you, but even after the program, I'm still alive. I'm not. I'm not dead.
Well, that you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Now
Well,
we
I just
was
want to clarify that for you guys.
again, guys. Begin your questions with 3 question marks so we can try to get them. Uh, no, how big the? I
But
believe it's.
anyway, oh, go ahead.
I believe it's 1 ounce, if I'm not mistaken.
They are going to be 1 ounces. Yes,
Yeah, I could be mistaken.
the gold and the silver one will be
So if
a one
somebody in
ounce.
the chat knows something different than I do, just speak up, let us know, let everybody in the chat know, because I could be mistaken, but I believe I read 1 ounce.
They are going to be 1 ounces.
Now let's get to one of the topics we said. Excuse me, I'm still alive too. Let's get to one of the topics that we were talking about before the show, saying we was going to talk about. You and I both received a letter, right? From where did we get it from?
Indiana State.
Indiana State Coin Club. Now that is a business. All coin clubs are a business. They're for nonprofit.
They're a nonprofit business. Yes.
But as with any business, some come, some go, some stay forever. But they're having trouble, are they not? For one reason or another, they're talking about having a meeting, or they are bringing it to the table next month about dissolving the Indiana State Coin Club. So, what do you know about that?
Yes, I will get some, but I'm not. I don't like the looks of them.
Okay, so the question, Mike, is what do you know about them having bringing up in November meetings? I think it was the 12th or something about the
About
possibility of
dissolving the
dissolving the
club.
coin club in Indiana.
Well, and Keith, you and I've been doing that show for many years.
We're life members. We actually stopped doing it.
We stopped doing the
Three,
show
4 years ago.
because the writing was on the wall, and basically, guys, I'm sorry to say, but you know, after someone that Keith and I both respected kind of dropped out of there, it seemed like the club just started going downhill, and it didn't slow down. It just
There
kept
was
going
more than
downhill.
one. One was a dealer, and one was a bourse chairman.
Right.
Both did great.
And the thing is, I seen it for sure. The writing on the wall. It was, excuse my language like this, but it was piss more management. They put profits before caring. And the bottom line is, I think Keith and I lost some money in that last show. They never did send it to us. At least I didn't see it.
No, you didn't see it.
Okay.
You didn't see it.
Okay, so it sounds like he might have got some of it.
But
anyway,
I thought we settled up, and then I said, if they send us the money back, I'll keep it. But I thought that's how it was. They sent me the $225 back, and you said, you just how did it go? You paid for a portion minus the 225, and we just agreed that I would keep it. It was $225. And I told him, I said, we're not set up at your show again. They were supposed to credit us or something because they had moved our table. They moved venues.
we was always up front for many years. We earned our way up there. We earned our way up there. We started in the middle of the room and worked our way towards the front. When we got there, at one point, we had 3 front corners because there was 3 of us.
In the back of the room.
Huh?
It was in the back. And then we worked to the middle and kept the back.
Yeah. But then we moved, if you remember, we moved up front, we had 400 and 200 and 300 all the way across there. Yeah. So basically what happened was I stopped going as much because I had so many other shows going. Keith and I agreed that, well, now we'll just finally share the corner at 200 and we keep it. Well, we come back to the show.
100, 200, or 200, 300 was the front.
We come back to the show when they moved it, and we were supposed to be up front, and we got new guys coming in. They're at the door, and we're way against the wall that we could barely get people around our tables.
Yeah, people had like 2 foot or something?
Yeah, wheelchairs couldn't get around us.
because some businesses, they run into trouble or something. But we both have life memberships to the club.
They had them for a long
And
time.
coin clubs are supposed to put life memberships in an escrow. Now, the question I have, and for you guys as well, do you think if Indiana State decides to dissolve their coin club, do you think they should? Well, they need to have it in escrow. Do you think they should take that escrow money and distribute it back to the life members that are still alive? At least what they paid or a portion of what they paid. That's a good question for you guys. Every coin club I've
But
ever been to,
the
they put it in an
escrow was
escrow.
set up to protect the life members, and
Yeah,
so therefore, if it's not used that way, then
they were breaking the
it's
rules
been
anyway.
again. They broke the rules.
Yeah, yeah, but in a coin club, it's all life members are put into an escrow. They're not allowed to use the money. They're allowed to use money that they can make in interest and stuff, but the principal they're never allowed to use, and that is supposed to regenerate it. So the question, as I said, should they return life members' membership money back to them or a portion of it? Get a lawyer. Well, I don't think it's worth a lawyer. It was only like $150 a head when we bought. I don't know what it was last year, but we paid 150, what, 15, 20 years ago?
About 20 years ago, yes.
It ain't like
Easy.
the A&A that's like 1400 or something. I don't know what that is now. When I bought it, it
Oh, it's
was
over 2,000.
900
You're
when I bought
paying
mine.
over 2,000 now.
Is it really?
Yeah, and we both bought about the same time. We paid around 800-900, and
Yeah.
I was looking at maybe doing my son, and they told me 2,200. I said, "Well, let's think about that, son."
Well, see, when we did it too, we had a 2 or 3 year credit. See, they wouldn't allow you to be a life member for 2 or 3 years. And if you went how it was then, now I guess you can buy the life membership off the bat. And once you was a member in good standing for a few years, then you could buy life membership. And they credited your annual memberships towards it, and I think that's why we were so cheap.
Now
But I think
I'm
they
a
were
life
around 900,000.
membership with probably about 6 or 7 more clubs yet that have
Oh,
it.
I got a lot of life memberships too. Yeah. And in the Ludington Club won't even let you buy a life membership. I stopped driving up there because you know, I I love the people up there. Don't get me wrong; it's great, but there comes a point in my life where I don't want to put 120 miles on my car every month and then give a bunch of donations away. I mean, they're great people, but I'm just trying to watch my budget as I approach retirement. And 120 miles on a new car, that starts adding it up quick. I guess I got spoiled living less than a mile from my shop. I don't want to put no miles on my car no more. Um, so I guess nobody's really interested in that question I proposed. I only
Okay.
see one that says get a lawyer. Is my chat froze? Are you guys still here? What's up, Dave P?
Yeah, I don't know. Mine ain't moved in a while.
I know, man. Nobody wants to
There it
talk.
goes. It finally moved.
Oh, there we go. Dave P again. Um, so talked about gold and silver prices last week, how it's been running up, and we both said, what did we say about gold and silver possibly happening to it?
Having a little recess back. Here we are. We're having our recess.
It ran all the way up through Friday,
But
and then
guys,
yesterday,
it didn't recess very long because it's starting to run back the other way again. Let's see where it's at now.
and today, it recessed
It's at
back.
30.68, 30.78. Gold is back up to
Yep.
26.22,
If you have
26.23.
questions, please begin with 3 question marks. And Ms. Coinker says it's broken. Yes, they should refund. And Jetmax always watching his retirement budget. Well, I'm just, I don't mind giving stuff. If they ask me to donate them something, I would donate something to the club and I'd throw it in the mail.
Well, there you go. We're going to, since they're in that predicament, I think you should donate your life savings back or your life membership back to them. and your life savings. What the heck?
Well, not to that club because I didn't like the way they, and I'm not trying to dog them. They're overall they're
Guys,
good people down
it
there.
used to be a great club, and it
But
just
the way we
kind
got
of
treated at the end, I wasn't happy. That's all
the
I can really say that's
the show
negative. I
people
love
weren't handling it the way they should. Um, it, I'm not saying I'm the greatest show guy out there,
Oh,
but if
you're the
you ask anybody on the shows I put on, I care about what my dealers, what my people are doing at the tables, and we stick out and try to help them any way we can.
dude, you are the worst show promoter. Every show that I've ever set up that you've promoted, I've made money.
I'm sorry. I'll try harder the
It's
next time.
That's wrong. No, I've never had a bad show with Mike. In all seriousness, every
We
show I've
spend
set
a
up,
lot of money on advertising stuff. We do
I
care about our dealers. We want them to have a good show. I go to bat with the if we ain't serving the food, we go to bat even with the people serving the food to get them a better deal on their food, so they don't have to go out and eat.
it's AKA 47. I don't know if they're having a show this year. I think they canceled it this year.
Which one's that?
Indiana State show.
No, they're not having one this year,
They
guys.
canceled this year's show. And they've moved. They used to be on Halloween weekend back a couple decades ago, and they've moved it all over the place as early as September, as late as December. It just when it started jumping around was when we noticed they
They
was
put
having
it almost all the way over to
December.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, and they put it like December 14th or 15th. I said, I'm not coming.
I can't. They told me they was going to move it closer, and then they moved it farther for me. I said, "No."
It was closer for me, but it was closer, but it was the same time because of the type of roads I had to take.
And I don't like doing shows in December anyway. I get my grandkids and
Yeah,
everything, and I try to spend time with
it's the
family.
month you want to slow down on shows. Coin Crew, you're both so much fun to watch.
Thank
You
you.
see my eyes? You'll have fun. So
Okay, guys.
we did mention that about gold, and it recessed back. It was
But
over at one
it's
point.
starting to pull back up again, guys.
Yeah, it's up to 3078 ask on Kitco right now. That's not too bad, considering it fell down to 30 or about. It was a big dip.
Yes, it was.
I missed it. You said it fell below 30. I missed that.
Just a
I was
hair.
going to order some more.
But that was only a bit. I still would have had to pay 30 something because they could do it by ask.
That's a bummer. Been trying to find one here. Where are you at, AK? What city you trying to find one in? I can let you know if there's one close that I know about.
They do have a weekend show in Indianapolis on a Sunday.
71st Street show. It's
Yeah.
the second Sunday of the month.
Yes.
Mark hosts that, I think.
Yeah. Mark puts that one on. Yes.
Fubu. Is it Fubu Coins? FUBU?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a second Sunday.
But I
I
do
don't go no
know
more because
that
of when it is.
Jim has retired. He's not going to be doing any more shows, Keith. Preacher.
Oh, his father-in-law?
Yeah, he retired. He's done.
Can
Told me he
most
wants to spend more
dealers
time at home.
sell B? A retired old guy, what do you mean sell B? I'm not sure what you're asking there, my friend. Sell their 90%, or is it going melted? Most dealers try to sell it, don't we, Mike? We try to, but occasionally there may be an incident, like in my case, if it's damaged. In Mike's case, he gets too much of it. But you always try to find someone who's not going to melt it. Metal Mobster, what is your buy price at the shop for Pamp Lady Futura 1 gram gold bars?
We would probably be buying it for a few bucks over melt, not heavy. I mean, it don't matter if they're pamp bars anymore.
It depends on what time of the week, how I'm feeling. 8 to 12
Over spot,
for Pamp Fortunas, yeah.
then you're going to be paying right close to 100. That's $96.
No, it's like $84.
Yeah, and then 8 to 12 bucks over that.
Yeah, it's like 90. You try to order them, you can't get them that cheap. I usually go a buck or two less than I can buy them at the wholesaler. I don't get as much
Yeah,
gold as
no,
Mike, so
you're buying from the wrong wholesaler.
well, I buy small stuff, small time, compared to you. I'm a small guy.
Yeah, I've only been. I can order them in around 90 bucks, and I've been paying about 88.
We always buy the 1 grams if they're carded over melt. That's the
Which is
best.
over melt. It's still over melt.
Yeah, we always pay over melt for carded. So that's important to know that you shouldn't sell your grams for under melt. Some people like it's melts for 80. I'll give you 70. Don't do that, guys. You should never sell grams. If it's even a Valcambi uncarded bar, you should still get melt, shouldn't you, bro? For
Yeah,
one
you
gram.
always, yeah, you'll get melt out of Valcamis if they're out of the card. You can get over melt.
Yeah, if anything that's carded is over melt, under or I'm sorry, under is too low, and add melt if it's not carded. So what else did we have on the agenda for tonight? I don't remember. We can just talk to each other about whatever, man, and let everybody eavesdrop and see what we're talking about.
Well, no, they're welcome. Come on, give me something good, guys. Give me a question.
Oh man. And the chat got quiet.
Oh, I like that. Thank you, Against the Army. He put me up there, Mid America, to youtube.com and my email address. Thank you.
Who, that guy? Oh yeah, don't forget, guys. This for those of you that are new subscribers to the channel and don't know who that guy is. That's Mike from Mid America Coin. He has a coin shop. He has a YouTube channel, and he also hosts shows. Oh yeah, did I say something about your website too? He's got it all, and a bag of chips.
So,
Right?
what do you think about the new Google?
What about it?
You didn't see what they did?
I don't know. What am I supposed to look at?
Well, now you get charged for a domain through
What are you talking
Square
about?
or something like that.
Nobody charged me nothing.
12 bucks is what they start charging us.
Oh, no. There's it depends on what you're trying to do. Are premiums going up as spot goes down? I think premiums were going up before that, but Mike, that's
Uh,
more your wheelhouse.
no, Dan, they're still the same premiums. But what we did see on some of the other channels on the web, we noticed they didn't was too quick to move their numbers down when it moved.
Here's a thanks, Dan, for the question. Here's a great question from Robert Pentoff. Thanks for watching, my friend. Do coin dealers do cooperative buying? Do we co-buy?
Well, we do, but I can't
Some
speak
coin
all the.
dealers don't. They'll try to
We
borrow the
cannot
money
speak for the other coin dealers, but there is a few of them out there.
that do co-buys.
Yeah.
Uh, some of the bigger dealers, if they don't have the cash, they have what you call lines of credit, and they'll just use a line of credit and then dump it out. They don't want anybody to nab in on any of their profits. I guess that's why they're so big because they're so greedy. I don't know.
Well, I think it's smart for any company of any size to set up some type of line of credit. But at the same time, if you're going to ever use that line of credit, yeah, you need to have it paid off quick.
Yeah, have to be
Unfortunately,
quick.
knock on wood, we have not had to really use our line of credit, but maybe once in the last couple of years.
Same
Uh,
here. One time.
we try to buy it all the time without using any type of credit because I'm not one to just want to run out there and just dump it.
I would prefer to do a co-buy versus pulling a line.
Yes.
All my coins that I own are paid for. I don't owe nobody for them.
That's right.
Great question. Traveling for you. The difference between melt and spot. Nothing.
There is no difference.
What the difference when you hear the word melt, it's usually because it's not a full ounce. It'll say 0.90 of an ounce, ASW or AGW if it's gold.
That's the melt value.
That means it's not a full ounce. It's 90% of an ounce. Doesn't mean it's usually people use the terminology melt when they are talking not pure. But an ounce of pure silver is an ounce of pure silver.
And
Whether it's
spot price
pure,
is the melt of that.
yeah. And yeah, whether it's pure or not, it will just weigh more if it's not pure. The
Correct.
melt,
I just was talking to a very nice couple today because they wanted to know about Cougarand and stuff, and they was kind of wondering how the buy value is. Well, I warned them about Cougarans because this happened a few months ago to a customer of mine where they went into a coin shop. He got the World of Coin book out. What he didn't show him what it said total ounce. What he showed him what it said the melt value was 0.9167 of an ounce. Here's the thing about that, guys. So what he said is, I'll buy it at 100% of the melt, 0.9167. Guys, it didn't weigh 31.1. They weigh 34 grams. The reason for that, there is a total ounce of gold in there. The dealer that did that to him did him wrong.
the purity of it was 9167.
Yes.
They bought
But
it for the
but
purity instead of the actual weight.
but the actual weight of it was a troy ounce total gold in there, which made that 22 carat, not 24 carat.
Yeah.
So they took advantage of them because the people did not understand all the, but they're looking at this book with them the whole time. I know exactly what it did because I could do it too. Is I kept my hand over, is what he
the
did. He kept his hand
AGW.
over where it said total ounce, 1 ounce. It totals to one total
It'll
ounce.
say total weight
Yeah.
one OZ
And
or
so,
one
when they're
POZ
showing you that book and they
AGW.
spin it around to you, ask them to move their hand, let you read the rest of it.
Yeah. But anyway, melt is the amount of silver or gold in the coin. Spot is the spot price you see on the live market, but they both are the same thing theoretically. An ounce is an ounce.
But guys, in today's market, once again, so a lot of times dealers, because the founder companies are buying a little back on Cougar Ranch. Okay, if he's telling you he's paying 100% of melt, make sure that he's paying 100% of melt of a 1 ounce gold coin.
Northern Lights or Skunk Diesel. All right. I'm going to say Northern Lights. I don't even like anything with skunk. Okay, here's a good statement. It's not a question mark, Tommy, but I still
Medium
caught it.
gold or silver over the counter.
Counter. How do you test to make sure there are no fakes? You ping, you weigh, you Sigma.
I have a Sigma tester.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the acid for some reason, guys. The acid test is a big failure in the market. If
You
they
can also
played it
get
10%, that's enough that you will not rub enough off that coin for it not to pass the acid.
okay. One of the biggest things, and there's no
The ping
equipment
is
out.
always a good one.
There's no equipment out there for this, but one of the biggest things about testing is look at it. Understand what you're looking at. They did not make an 1887 Carson City silver dollar. Know what you're looking at and know what it's supposed to look at. There's no testers out there that are going to tell you, oh, well, the nose is too big on that coin, or the wings are stretching out past the coin. Well, unless it's a Type 2 Silver Eagle. The wings are out past the edge of the coin. On a Morgan silver dollar, they're just a little shy. Know what you're looking at, and that's no equipment can do that.
Yeah, just remember, guys, that coin snap that they have out there on the internet that you download to your phone, it's worthless. Very
Mike,
worthless.
have you ever bought from Costco as a coin dealer?
No.
I have not either. The reason why is sometimes they'll have a great deal on there, but it's almost always limit one. That doesn't work for us.
I haven't found a deal yet that I couldn't undersell them if I wanted to.
Well, no, if you have a Costco membership and you bought an ounce of gold, then it was worthwhile if you factor in your membership as the part of the price. But if you don't, then it's really not that great
Well,
of a
they're
deal.
not selling the gold at spot, though, Keith.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you factor in your membership and then take your membership off the price, then it's worthwhile. If you just bought a membership to buy that ounce of gold.
Yeah, but they're not selling the gold at melt. They're
Mark
selling it
the
over.
Hog Stacker, do you still see 90% in bulk?
Yes.
I see a little bit of it, not as much as there used to be, months back.
If you guys need a couple bags, please call me.
Here's a great question from John Jacobs. Thanks, John, for your awesome modness and supporting the channel. Do you ever fall asleep while hunting some cents? No. Quit it. No, because I don't hunt cents. Do you ever fall asleep hunting cents, Mike?
Huh? Well, I don't even yawn hunting cents.
I know, right? Why do 2.5 Indians have so much higher premium than all other pre-33 lineages demand, aka 4-7? They got lost. They were small.
Well, I don't know. I had a $5 gold that demanded a really high premium.
No, but when you look at the amount of gold
Right.
for 2.5, you're looking like $600 to $800 for a 2.5 MS63. Okay, when you look at a 5, you're looking around the $800 to $1,000 for a 5, and the 5 has twice as
No,
much gold.
mine sold for 15,000.
Well, that's because it was a better date. We're just talking commons. It's because they're smaller. Smaller gold has bigger premiums, and again, it's supply and demand. More people want the smaller ones. I think that's the biggest reason is the demand.
If just
Dave P,
starting in
thanks for the
silver, where
question.
would you start? Generic silver rounds.
I would go with 90% and generic rounds, and maybe later branch into some of the what you call ice cream silver, one of the more premium stuff, because that's definitely variety is the key. Miss Coin Crew hates hunting cents because she can taste them. What are some
I got some cents I'm going to send her so she go through them for me.
Sean Davies, thank you for the question. We appreciate it, my friend. What are some of fun ideas for stacking with a $20 a month budget? Are 90% dimes, quarters, and our halves about it these days? Asking for a friend. Yeah, for $20, that is about
Well,
it.
no, they could probably get into a half ouncer.
You can get it in some different type of half ounces for 20, or you can just take it a step further and just totally go off the wall and not buy silver. Just go to the bank and take your $20 every month and add another 20 to it. And each month you go to the bank and you buy a roll of quarters, and then the next month you buy 2 rows of quarters, and you just keep going with it.
Either
And
that
eventually you'll
or
find silver.
I
That's
have a
fun.
couple of young people that are stacking, and what they do is they come in every week. We put what we call a little fun thing together for them. And they come in once they got enough to get an ounce of silver or something, they put $5-10 up. And once it reaches their silver, they pick their silver up. They did that because they're afraid if they take the money home. So we decided to help them do that. They would spend it. So if it's out of sight, out of mind. So they
Man, I
put
gotta
it
get me in the
and they
chair.
build it.
This
And
chair
you know
is
what?
uncomfortable.
I'm going to tell you, they got almost 200 ounces of silver. They've been doing this for a while.
His friend doesn't have the big Oklahoma oil and cattle money, is what he's saying.
Hey, I don't either.
Headed to Oklahoma or headed to Florida for some metal detected.
Holy cow. Hey, watch out for that hurricane.
What could make it fun too is since you are limited though on the money, maybe go for something a little different. Just go above the stacking, just a little above. Get you a really nice looking Mercury dime for $20. Just kind of do it a little bit different than just stack because you are limited. You can sometimes you might get lucky and find a real awesome looking quarter that's a higher grade quarter or something. There's so many different things that you can do, but the cheapest way to find stuff, find it for face. And who knows? You might find um, a repunched mint mark or a S over D or a DDO, DDR maybe. There's all kinds of different stuff to look at. After big storms is when you find the treasure, says Mark the Quahog Stacker. And I think he's saying that
You know
to
what? I heard that NGC is packing up all their safes, moving everything into their safes. If it floods over, that might be a good spot to start.
yeah, I think he's talking to Scorpio because Scorpio was saying he's going to Florida to do some metal detecting.
Guys, just go down there by Tampa. There should be plenty of silver there.
Oh yeah, you guys, if you're going metal detecting in Florida, yeah, you might get lucky this season because hurricane season isn't that almost over?
Oh no, they're
How
getting
much longer
ready.
they got it at?
They are getting hit Wednesday and
Is
Thursday
it
of this
all
week.
winter long, or is it? I thought it ends about December or something.
Well, they're hoping it clears out so next week. Here's the thing: we just getting ready to send out a ton of coins to NGC, and I went to our FedEx office, and they said, "Well, we'll take it in, but we can't guarantee when we'll get it there." That's how I didn't even realize about the hurricane hitting there in that area. So I decided to take all the boxes back to my shop. I talked to NGC today. They are not really open for business. They're trying to pack everything up safe so it can withstand what's getting ready to happen.
Sean Davies, aka 47, just put a comment on the chat. Build a time machine, take that $20, go back in time, and get an ounce of gold with it.
Well,
If
that's
it was
way
only
back.
that simple,
He's going
right?
way back. He's going to have to go back into the 30s so he can get
Or
$20.
you can save the other month, save and do it every other month, and go back to 1969 and get you an ounce for $35.
There you go.
You could buy MS-64 and 5 St. Gaudens for about
And
$40.
when you get that time machine, can you give me a call? I'd like to go take a couple of trips with you.
I know, right?
I'll tell you what, if you take me back in that time machine, I will buy you a couple ounces for you just for taking me back there so I can get a bunch.
Well, Asha C1, thank you for the update. He says hurricane season typically ends in November. So I was a little extended it a little much. So yeah, hurricane season's almost over. It's
Really?
mid-October.
Really? We ain't even finished it up in the second week of October.
I know, right? Close enough. That's almost over. November. All right, where we at now, guys? Where we at? Where we at? What is this? 41 like. Wouldn't y'all think we're gonna see 41 ever again? Is that what we got?
Huh?
Wow. 42 likes, 78 people here. Guys, come on. Let's hit that like button. Help us get up there a little bit. So we got 949s in the house. Windy. And 949 saying 310 punch. 714 for Frank Mon. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but them don't sound like good numbers. I don't know. Are they lucky numbers for you guys? If it's gold, it'd be a great price. If it's silver, it's overpriced.
Sorry about that. I was trying to hit the like button.
Snow season coming to Michigan, so there. Yeah,
Hey,
see, Bob. Man,
that's one place I don't visit in the winter.
I remember snow hitting here in September, man. Look at that. Frank saying it's a secret code. It's a code. Yeah, they got them codes on them little pills too. Tell you what kind of potency it is. The Tylenols and stuff. They put numbers on pills. Got to watch that. And get you a 200 milligram Tylenol or something might be too much. Scarborough says, I guess we'll have to bring
I see
time period
55
currency
likes now.
when we travel back to. That is correct. If you want to trade it, you'll have to bring time period coins. So it's easy to afford the time period coins to go back to 69, but when you start saying go back to 1800 or 1700, that them coins can get expensive. You got to just slowly work your way back, make a couple different trips or something. Go back at 50 years in a whack, and then trade your money
I'll
for
just
old
I'll
money
just take back a bunch of them old barber dime stuff with me, and I'll cash them in the wore out ones for.
for face value.
I'll go back when they're at that year, and they'll go, "How did you wear them out so bad?"
You got to start looking for that 27D St. Gaudens is what you're saying you're going to do? That's what he's going to be doing. He's going to go back to 1928 or 27 and start
Remember,
looking
for
for the 27D.
25 months.
25 months. That's over 2 years. Doug Wagner, thank you so much, my friend. We appreciate it. Your support is much, much appreciated. So yeah, we're just cruising along. It's been about 45 minutes. So what do you want to talk about, Mike? What's going on with you? Seriously. Let's forget about the chat. Let's talk to each other for a minute. What do you think?
Well, I don't care, guys. I guess we're going to forget about this chat, and we're just going to talk, and you guys can listen and then fire away in. Anyway, so
Yeah,
what's going on,
I
bro?
don't know what to talk about.
I know what to talk about. Always, let's get back to that
Remember,
floating hair. So,
we're going to
how
tell a
many more
story.
different orders will you do at the U.S. Mint this year?
Now, we're going to tell a story from when I was a kid.
Oh
You
my
ready
God!
for it?
Let me go get a pillow, guys. I think I'm getting sleepy.
No. This is a straight up true story. We lived in St. Louis, Missouri.
Never heard
Was
of it.
that Senate or Congress Street? It was when I was in like the third grade. I got in a fight, and all my older brothers. I mean, we had this lot next to our building. That was Senate Street, wasn't it? Where we had you and bros up in the attic, and everybody else was in the other floor. We had this
Limp and Lynch.
limp. No, it was on the opposite side of Limp and Lynch.
No, that's where our corners was. Seneca
Anyway,
was
where
the
this fight
backside.
took place.
Seneca was the backside of the house.
Seneca's name. Okay, whatever it was. Oh, why did I always think it was Seneca? Seneca's a town.
That was the street you always liked running out on.
Anyway, I got in a fight. My older brother said, here they're yelling at me. They're going, if you don't whip his ass, I'm going to get you. And I remember it to this day. It was Mikey. It was little Mikey. Mikey C. You remember that now? Do you
Yeah, I
remember that
remember.
incident? That wasn't the only time they'd done that to me either. If I lost a fight, I got in trouble by my older brothers.
Well, Mom always told us to take care of you, and we figured the best way to take care of you is either let you get one or give one.
Yeah, it was respect the mother, man, above all. Anyway, getting back to the coin chat a little bit, now that we told y'all a story. What's the entry level for a flowing hair $50 gopher? What is that, about 50,000?
Something
For a
like
flowing
that.
hair? That's the most expensive one from the 1700s. If you go up into the 1800s, I think they're drape bus. They're not flowing hair. So yeah, it's about 50, I think. More than I can afford. Maybe head to 1943, look for the copper penny. It's an idea. What's up, Teach? Okay, here we go. Ashes C1. Go back to 1909. Look for an SVDB and a 16. Look for the 16D Merc. He didn't say Merc, but we knew that's what he meant when he put 16D.
Well, we go back to 1909. We went too far past that.
Yeah, you need to go all. You need to. I think 27, 28 would be the key because that way you can get a lot. You can get like the 22 plane, the 26S's. You can get the 21s.
No, I agree with him. I would go back to 1909 and just stack me a nice B row of them 09 SVDBs.
Oh, yeah, then again, yeah.
Then we'll move on to 16, get a stack of nice
you're just talking about traveling in increments again, huh?
That's right. I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. And just stack all the keys up as we're going.
Just check Kitco Silver. We got 3060. How low can it go?
Drop back again?
I got 3071 ask, 3061 bid. Down 3 cents on the evening.
Yes, it is. Goes plus 80 cents on the evening.
So here we go. $5 super chat. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, let's give that a heart and a like. Don't forget to like the super chats, guys. J
Just look
Dog, thank
back
you so
at you, bro.
much. Hey, Coin Crew, aka Just a Guy, and Mike from Mid America. What's up, bro?
What the
Thank
heck?
you,
You
my
froze
friend.
up again. What'd you do?
I don't know, man. It just keeps messing up. The chat does. Hey, but I'm not freezing up, am I? Or am I?
Yeah, you did for a minute.
Oh, that's just wrong. I just did the Ethernet. I wonder what the heck, man. Okay. Network settings, Ethernet. I'm connected. I'm telling you, maybe I just need to disconnect my Wi-Fi stuff on this one. I don't know. Who knows tech? Should I disconnect? Should I turn off the Wi-Fi? Is it trying to jump back and forth? That's the question.
You're freezing up again, bro. You was doing so good for the
Tell me,
longest
man.
time.
So the question is, should I turn off the Wi-Fi because we're hooked up direct to the Ethernet?
Try it.
I'm not a tech guy, so I don't know.
Try it.
J Dog, 21 months. Time flies. I don't know. We're gonna try to turn this off and see what happens. So if we go dead for a second, I'll be right back. Because if Mike can't hear me, okay,
I can still hear
Wi-Fi
you.
off. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
What? Can you guys still hear me? I just
Yes, I
turned
can hear you.
Wi-Fi off. So are we still connected?
Yes.
Yeah. All
You're
right.
still there.
I just turned the Wi-Fi off on it. Then it'd be forced to stay on the Ethernet. I think it might be jumping back and forth. What do you
There
think,
you
guys?
go.
Is that the way to go? Turn the Wi-Fi off and force it to stay on the Ethernet? Just put a yes in there if that's the way. These thumbs up, I don't know if you're just giving me a thumbs up because you hit the like
I
button.
see I see J Dog saying yes.
I don't see yeses. I just see thumbs up. I see a thumbs down even. Frank Bonds. JJ, we have a situation. LOL. All right. So I just straight up turn the Wi-Fi off so it won't jump back and forth. JJ says sounds good. William Flew says yes. Where did Keith go? I don't know. Where did I go? Where did I go?
He's just a yawning away.
No, man, I ain't doing that right now. Well, that's Scorpio. That's why I didn't know that you had to actually turn the Wi-Fi off. I just finally, after 4 years, hooked the Ethernet cable up. This one, when Silver Seeker built this computer, he must have built this one with a Wi-Fi. Because I told him the ones at home had Wi-Fi, but we're going to hook one that we're going to. I don't think he was because he built me 4 computers, and yeah, I paid him a lot of money. He's a computer guru, man.
We won't tell him that he did mine for free.
Yeah, I believe it too. But yeah, it's definitely been crazy. Yeah. One of these days I'll figure out this lighting and it won't be like green on the edges and stuff. And then turning gray and stuff. Juan, what's up, my friend? Juan Justo, he's in the house laughing at us. Man, just you know how to make a guy feel really good, don't you, buddy?
He's laughing so hard he had tears coming in his eyes there.
So if I freeze up, tell me. 'Cause I don't
You ain't
know.
froze up yet since you did that.
It looks like I'm freezing right now.
You're starting to freeze now.
Piece of shit.
What's your language? You got virgin ears here.
Is that what it is?
This is a PG program.
Off. Let me use online sign up, get connected. And Ethernet is connected. So yeah.
Guys, if you got any questions, please feel free to ask.
Well, I guess we're about done. I told a little story of my childhood. Well, hi there, Miss Ida. Miss Ida is in the house.
Oh, yeah. I talked to Miss Ida today. One of my customers
Yeah.
came in and
Dude, I've
we
been
got
sleeping too much
100
lately.
brand new belt buckles that we're
I've been
donating to the St. Jude. So, guys, these are nice buckles you can put coins in. So make sure that you guys get one. Brand new
I
ones.
have been so tired. I'm telling you, I slept 10 plus hours, 2, 3 nights in a row. Not all at once, but like 5, 6 hours. I take a nap for a few hours and sleep 5, 6 hours. Man, I just sleeping too much. What is the one coin in your collection you like the most and why?
Uh,
Okay.
I'll
I'm
let
gonna
you go first.
I'm gonna go first. Uh an 1882 CC Carson City $20 lib because I bought it from him cheap.
I knew he was going to say that.
What about you?
Well, the best one in my wife's collection is the one I would like to have, but she won't let me have. And it is, and I got it when him and I departed. It's an ancient.
Yeah, I know. He keeps rubbing that one in. What are you thinking about the price of silver for the next few months? I think we're going to see a slight upward trend. What do you think, bro?
I'm thinking that if you don't get on the wagon for the election, it might be a little tight on the way out.
And Char says it's an ancient coin.
Honey, I thought you wasn't listening. Now everybody knows which coin
Because
I
it's
want.
old and the auction houses want it is why she won't give it up. And that's why Mike likes it. I need it low. Well, I guess it's been an exciting day today. Maybe I can figure out
It
how to
has.
get this. Maybe I can figure out how to get this internet thing working better. Anything you want to? I guess we're going to go ahead and get ready to close out. It's been almost an hour.
Uh,
You
yeah, I'll go ahead if you want to put me
go
on.
ahead. You're big like that.
Okay, guys. Listen, thank you for watching. Guys, for all you guys that are listening out there, remember, Miss Ida and I try to put together this every year. They let me join in about a year or two ago for the St. Jude's. We're going to be donating stuff throughout the year ourselves, and we got other coin dealers that are going to be donating. And in March, make sure you guys watch. All this money is going for a good cause. If you guys ain't doing nothing at 7 o'clock in the morning, come on Miss Ida's channel in the morning. Where I'm going to be there tomorrow sometime in the morning. So, guys, thank you for watching, and God bless y'all.
Well, that was pretty cool. Well, guys, yeah, thanks a lot. We appreciate the support. Again, if we didn't get to all your questions, shoot us an email. Maybe we can cover it next week. Got a great set of mods. Thanks, mods, for helping out with the chat.
Yes, thank
And
you.
we hope to see you guys next week, 7:30, same time, right here, Eastern, on this channel. So I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.